and good evening and welcome back to another stream live and exclusive to YouTube. I am your host Swishbone for the remainder of the evening. For those of you who've never been here before, this channel is mostly about playing games blind for the first time, giving our reactions, sharing our thoughts and having fun together in the chat box that way. So if you've got any comments, get them in there, do what you can to get involved. I will do what I can to get back to you and respond to you as fast as possible. And for those of you who've been here before, whether you've been watching me play through both these classic Dreamcast era games, we're playing original hardware here, whether you see me playing all the Crash Bandicoot games, I'm losing my mind, all the Persona or the Shin Megami Tensei, all the Persona games, all the Danganronpa titles, or even some of the really old school streams like Final Fantasy VII and Forza 4, a colossal, gigantic welcome back to all of you. And that includes you, Queen, who apparently was too busy eating to steal my intro rights. I told you before, if you want my job, I'm more than happy to ship the gear. And yes, of course, for those of you who've been here before, thank you very much. For those of you who are new, it doesn't matter. You're all amazing to me, because without all of you, while the channel would be active, it would not be as interactive or as reactive. So one more time, chat box is that way. So, we're going to carry on with the Dark story. We literally just finished the level with Shadow, and unexpectedly found ourselves controlling Eggman against one of his own robots.
I'm Dr. Eggman, the greatest scientific genius of the world. I was waiting for Sonic at my place to show him my awesome robot created to put that creep in his place. But that blue hedgehog eluded me again. Now he's on the attack and is coming after me. Why does this always happen? Hey, get out of my way. Sonic's escaping.
Oh, you leave the fourth wall alone, Eggman. You're the one who started talking to me. Don't start saying you're going to barge us out of the way. What a cheeky little git. So here we are, we've got to find the Egg Golem, and from what I can believe is we've got to try and basically get the cracks in his armour. Didn't mean to do that. Still, an extra life was a good way to start. Yep, that doesn't work. Oh, great. And safe. I'm pretty sure that it said that the crack was in the armor, but I think you got to get through a certain period in order to be able to make him use it. Oh, I've not got any rings now, that's awkward. And what's really annoying is he was tracking my movement. I don't know if you noticed that. He's kind of like tracking where I'm at, which is really frustrating. Yep, that's death. No, I'm still alive. Okay. It seems that the health bar doesn't get affected by it at all. You just gotta like run and gun your way through it. So I was like trying to get a laser lock on, but it seems that that's not what you're supposed to do. It's almost like you just gotta attritionally battle it. If that's the case, then... If that's the case, then maybe you just want to hang on the wire at the back.
His weak point is in his body. First, break the outside.
Leave some of those there on purpose. Okay, that's annoying, but... Yeah, I just noticed that one of his third points is now lit up. Okay, so that's definitely progress. I never had that before. There we are, it's got a healing item, which is helpful. This is a bit of a strange bottom card, to say the least. Oh no, under the quicksand. Damn it. That's really annoying. I've just got a solution key going like that. I'm trying not to blow that one just yet. Oh, I didn't want to blow that, damn it. Especially when he knocks me into the quicksand up and hit me in the face. It's a good strategy to be fair.
Attack his weak point. It's underneath his exterior.
Again, shall we? Now we'll get the free healing. We'll also get some rings. Give ourselves a chance. That isn't quite what I intended to do, but I'll settle for it. Hey Mark, good evening to Avian J, just seen you jump in there, how are you doing? Let's say evening it is indeed, we're doing what we can to try and get through this rather irritating boss, because the way you have to damage it is a bit inconsistent. But that's enough, I think. I think I've just done enough to take it down. Yay!
Yes!
That celebration dance that he does. Yes! Wait, to be fair, it's got more coordination than I'll ever have.
Green light for launch. Primary engine ignition on. Beginning liftoff countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shuttle liftoff.
You say you're kinda okay, Avian. Why only kinda? Don't feel you have to tell me, by the way. If there's something else you want to keep it personal, that's perfectly fine. Yes, the legendary. It's time to duel.
Hi, Doctor. Well, how's it going? What? What do you mean they escaped? Well, that's okay. I will go after them myself. Can you tell me the password for the space colony control? Tricking that old doctor is just too easy. All right, it's time to get to work. The password is Maria. Maria, I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well.
Rouge, what have you just done?
Research Project Shadow, the ultimate life form. Let's see now. What in the world is this? This can't be right. Just what is Shadow anyway? I guess I'll just have to take the last pieces of the Master Emerald.
So looks like we're playing as Rouge here, guys. And I see you've had a lack of sleep, Avian. I can understand that, to be fair. Mad Space. Oh dear, is the game mocking me now, calling it Mad Space? And yes, Queen, Robotnik is pretty much stupid. for a evil genius.
Detector readings are reversed. Be very careful.
Reversed? What do you mean they're reversed? Oh, right. I didn't even see that then. I think it said yellow light something, I believe. Oh. Standing there wasn't such a clever move, was it? I think it said yellow light pole. Ah, I see. We're playing that game, are we? Oh, what the hell? Right, it seems that you can't... Well, let's try again.
Detector readings are reversed. Be very careful.
Piss off. Get out of here, you. Oh, that's my string demonetized now, by the way. Yeah, green in a something. Green in a something. We have very strange music here. And there really isn't much room to play around with. Right, blue, yellow, and red. So there's no green one. Yes, this looks kind of annoying.
Get the iron boots and use them to kick open the steel container.
Right, so there's some boots somewhere that I can get. Yeah.
The iron boots and use them to kick open the steel containers.
Okay, that's fine. So where do I get them from? That's the big question. Because this level's surprisingly empty. It wasn't like on Knuckles' where I could just fly around at will. There doesn't appear to be any of that. So we're constantly trying to search now, and apparently somewhere down here is steel containers we can kick, so long as we can find the steel boots. I'm not seeing the typical, like, you know, green light, you know, to suggest there's a power-up you can collect. I'm not seeing that. Unless, could that be it there? Oh, well, that's helpful. Can't do anything more with that one. So what's over here? Yep, nothing there. So that's fine. Yeah, it's true. At least for now, it's not raining meteors. Let's not jump the gun. There might well be some meteors to rain later, so let's not celebrate just yet. It would be too early for that. It'd be too early for the old celebration. Right, that rocket's now activated. That wasn't there before. So let's try and get up there. Yes. Oh wow, this is hypnotic, to say the least. Now, what have you got to say? The place you can't dig. Well, that's practically everywhere at the moment, so that's not much of a help either. If that's meant to be a hint, it's telling me nothing.
This is the capsule planet.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me that. That's useful to know, I guess. Hey. So we're in a very strange attempt at curvature here. I kind of like the fact that they've gone for this, but at the same time it's also really, really irritating because it's kind of nauseating. Oh, there's a meteor. I told you it was too soon to celebrate, Avian. I told you. I know this is me, but I'm now like permanently flying almost. That's weird. That's really, really weird. I like to get onto the top of that. I like to stand on top of it for some extra height, but it's not allowing me to do it. Yeah, this is really rather disorientating to play because the camera's like on a constant curved focus, and I get what they're trying to go for, but at the same time it's also really, really, as I say, quite difficult to understand. Because you don't have a POV mode, you're kind of stuck. So here we go, off the planet. Yeah, it has a gravitational field. That's what was throwing me off. Okay, so it's clearly not there. Flowing in deep space by the looks of it. Yeah, I'll come back down there, I didn't want to do that. Okay, this isn't annoying. Get a nice sized level.
Detector readings are reversed. Be very careful.
Say it's the issue is the fact that I'm not seeing anything for the emeralds at all. So what's on this planet? Let's go here. Hello. Right, okay, so it's definitely down. Oh, hello. I see it. It was hiding. I've literally just seen it. It's inside one of these. Stop changing my camera around. Thank you. So we found one piece, which was nice. The sound of this is quite annoying. Right, what's this one got to say? Let's have a look. The blue enemy on the blue stand, apparently. We're doing a lot of rocketeering at the moment. The highest place. Okay, in which case, let's go climbing. apparently somewhere up here are these boots that allow us to kick things. But I don't see them. Here we go. Oh, there's an enemy here. Yep, sod off you, go away. Don't bother with the water on the platform with a blue light below. Okay, I'm not sure why I wouldn't bother with it, but fair enough. Okay, what's the point of that? Nice jazzy music though for this level, I'll give it that much. Kind of big band, if you know what I mean. So, welcome back to Chicago Speakeasy in 1922. A full century ago. More than a century ago, even. Yes, is it hard to believe that we're already into 2023, people?
I can't.
Okay, well, fair enough, at least you tried. Yeah, we can't stand on that. I wanted to stand on it and use it as a platform, but the game's like, nah, you can't do that. Come on. It's giving me the button cue and then it's disappearing. Right, yeah, it's not helping me. I don't know what the cue's for. Oh! Well caught there, Rouge. I'll give you that one. Your instinct saved you then. Oh, hello. Don't bother with this enemy, but I need to be able to get past it. Because I want to get on this, but it's not going to get dead. I wanted to get that secret platform, but it wasn't having it.
Detectors are reversed. Be very careful.
Yep, undone by the camera then, but no big deal. I'd say this game doesn't feel as friendly as the previous game. The original Sonic Adventure is far more friendly, I think. But that's okay, because at least it's, giving us, it's giving us some challenge. It's giving us thoughts of what the hell do we do next. The problem we've got here is I've got to be careful on lives. I do not want to die. Mainly because I don't want the random nature of the emeralds. How like one time it'll be in one place and if you lose a life it resets. Something we found out on the stream's Knuckles, wasn't it? We had that problem. The top of the something. That's at the top of the something. Quite what it's the top of, I'm not sure, but it was top of something. Oh, hello, there's another one here, what's it saying? Meteorite without grass. Yeah, that too, resetting to an awful place, you're not wrong, Avian. This camera is so strange. Yeah, I'm basically stuck on the loop. I can't get off the planet. Oh, hello. Yeah, so we can actually go upside down on the planets. So that's really convoluted. So if you want to really freak people out, just look at this. This is weird. This is so strange. But what I can't do is get off the planet. Honestly, these levels, they made them... Some of the gimmicks, I really like what they tried to do with them, but they're not very good for navigation. That's my big bugbear with them. The navigation of these levels just doesn't work, in my opinion. It's very difficult to navigate. It's not the top of the capsule. Right, okay, whatever. Nothing in that. Hey, there they are. Found them. Right, that's gonna help. Yeah, I know it's a spherical planet. I'm just messing around in it. Right, so what's in these iron boxes then? Ah, a switch. And I think I know what that'll do. If I'm not mistaken, that will open up the top of here. And it has. That's got us off the planet. So let's start exploring the metal containers on here then. Assuming there are in it. You know what they say? When you assume, you make an ass of you and me. Good evening, Arrested Jack. You say hello. What did you... Oh, you got the whole trilogy of Uncharted for the PS3. Ah, so you got the original version. That's cool. That's awesome.
This is the capsule planet.
Okay, this is the capsule planet. That's fine, but what do we do with it? That's the big question. Right, it was just pinging a second ago. The question is, where was it pinging? Yeah, you're happy to still be video game collector now, Arrested Jack, and I don't blame you. It's good. It's a good hobby. It's nice. It's really cool to be able to find something, especially if you find something quite rare. It's always nice to like find a gem. Oh, what the hell? I picked up a piece of a puzzle. What the hell do I do with that? Absolutely no idea what to do with that. Okay. Okay, you consider yourself rescued, kid?
Get the iron boots and use them to kick open the steel container.
I already have done. I already have kicked open the steel containers. Which is awesome. Ah, we're back here again. What's the best tip for Uncharted if you've not played it? Try not to die. Also, don't try and be clever like me. I thought I'd refight the final boss, but change the difficulty to hard just for the final boss. The game saw that one coming. The game was not interested in giving me a trophy for that. Okay, so we've got yet another jewel up here. Oh, what the hell? We got booted off one planet onto another one. I'd say, I don't mind the idea of these levels, but I wish they had done something more about navigation processes. Enemies that pop in like that are also quite cheap. Ooh, lucky, we got away with that. I'm not going to get away with that though. Nope, that's a death. That's frustrating. The top of the something on one, it said. I wasn't even anywhere near that. What's been happening so far? Well, we've only just got back into it, but we got into the dark missions, Arista Jack. And shall we say, some of them have been quite annoying, mainly because it's kind of like reskins of the other characters from the main game. The only difference being that they have some slight variations in speed, maybe. So essentially, the characters play almost identical, which is kind of annoying.
This is the holy zone.
And it doesn't help that with these levels that are done by Rouge and Knuckles, there's very little in the way of navigation. There's some big frame rate drops as well, so it's like the system can't handle it. Just rule out if they're anywhere near here. Like they're anywhere near here. Okay, so with that out of the way. Yay! Oh no, there's not a clue. Where it's not tilted, well, that could be anywhere. There's so many places which are flat land, it's a bit tricky to know which ones it's getting at with those. Nope, that took me into the rocket before I wanted to be there. Never mind. Don't dig under the sign of 1. Oh, that was on for less than 2 seconds. Are you supposed to read that? Wow, they didn't mess around with giving you clues and taking them away, did they? Yes, Arista Jack, if you're talking about the one that was at the YCC Minicon, absolutely, she was fantastic. That was one of my friends. Who I'm hoping to see next year at a con. Saw him last at SunnyCon in 2021. No, 2022 even, sorry. Last year. Of course, SunnyCon's my next big con in the UK. My next big con, of course, is hopefully going to be in Canada. Which reminds me, I need to organise that. I need to book some stuff. Things like planes and hotels and other stuff. Been trying for 3 years to get there, and this time I'm determined to do it. Going on here, so I'm not seeing any obvious way around, which is really annoying. I'm not getting any pings on the radar, which is the main cause of concern, really. So that was a false Earth approach, just to try something a bit different. Finally, he dies. That one was not willing to keel over. That one was not giving up. Get on there. Well, there was no reaction near the containers, Avian. There was no reaction from the detection. That's the problem. Like, the radar wasn't pinging. Normally the radar pings. And you see, there's a ping from the radar, so somewhere. see anything, just the camera won't change. I'm literally trying to... Oh, there it is. Well, that's good. That's even better. Oh, I didn't want that. Okay, somewhere like that. Oh, awesome, mate. Nice one. That's awesome. That's great. I hope I'll catch up with them. There, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm quite happy for the rings. The question is, where's the gem? Very wide area to have. It's like the yellow ping. Oh, nothing there.
It's gotta be close.
Justice in there. How the hell do I get in there? Ah, dig under the number one. There it is. Found it. Okay. Right. One more to find. So we need to get off this planet first before we do anything else. Circumnavigation, see if it's possible. Not seeing anything here. I'm basically stuck in a gravitational pull, and getting out of it is just not working at the moment. Unless... No, that's not doing it either. I want to get off this planet. I don't want to be here. Right, that's one way I can do it. The rocket down there. I'll do it. I knew there had to be a way. When I was there flying around it eternally, I'm thinking there's got to be a way to get off this planet. There has to be. Right, so that's putting me there where I don't... Oh, what a stupid place to put a meteorite in space. Come on. There's a meteorite been floating through space. I didn't even want to be on this planet, and now it's put me back on here again. say, it's just awkward. Okay, I'll have to just like let that one go over my head for 3 points, Queen. I don't know what you mean by Team 4-star. I don't know what you're on about. Never heard of it. And once again, it's put me straight to a point where you get killed by a by that.
Detector readings are reversed.
Luckily,
Be careful.
there's only one gem to find, so fingers crossed I can find it now. Three-coloured something, it said that. I didn't get the final word in time. It said three-coloured something. Again, I like the idea of this level, but I just think these levels are too expansive and too obtuse in the way that they decide where things are going to be. I don't think they're as friendly as they could be. They're not as player friendly. Right, apparently it's an internet group thing. Okay, yeah, I'm unlikely to know it for that reason. Let's go. Let's try going up. Free missile launching something. If that's a free missile launching, that's where we started. That's where we started. The free missile launching. And that doesn't seem right. It's not in these silos, I don't think. Oh, there's vision there. What's this got to say? Oh, come on. Seriously? How are you supposed to read that in less than 2 seconds? And you can't pause that, by the way. There's no think you can. I mean, I can read upside down, back to front, but you have to get you have to train your brain to look at it, and it's not something you can do instantly. When you're looking at a screen, it's not as easy. It's easy to do. It's much easier to do with paper. Much simpler when you're using paper to do it. It's an interesting mechanic, but I think they could have spent a bit more time developing it, just to equalise it a bit more. As it is, it's telling you what you need, but it's getting access to the information, and it's almost impossible without planning quite far in advance. Yep. Looks like that would have been, according to the post that you just put in there, 3 missile launching pads. Which again, that suggests that it's back at the start where it began. You see where you got these 3 in the middle? But then it kind of came back. So it is above us somewhere. It just pinged on the way down to the 3 missile launching pads, so it's not the 3 missile launching pads themselves. It can't be, because it would have been pinging here. It's an interesting point that the pacing of the cutscenes is off, so that could be part of it. It's possible. You see how it pinged halfway up and then stopped pinging? here? The hell? Now it's stopped pinging entirely. What's going on?
It's gotta be close.
Okay. No. The problem is it's on the back of the train. And the view for this is awful. Oh, and the controls randomly change direction as well. Stop changing direction! See, look at the controls here are awful. I can't control her. The control is awful. The control just doesn't work. Right, where's my springboard? I'm going to try this again. Oh come on! I was right on top of that. Why didn't he give me the emerald? I'm sorry, but that's arbitrary. Landing on the thing is difficult enough. I can't tell where it is. It's almost like you got to fall through and collect it on the way down, and that's just too much to aim for. Especially when the controls turn away from you like that for no reason. Seriously, who designed this level? Because they didn't playtest it enough. The playtesters probably worked their hardest off, but they... Oh, well that's helpful, that's fair. That's really fair. See, again, ambitious design, but this is just too much. It doesn't work. See, this top-down 2D mode does not work. Right. See what I mean? You can't judge it! Because the camera just doesn't work enough. And the controls are not responsive enough. This is actually impossible. At least it's impossible for me. I can't do it. See what I mean? I don't even understand why I'm missing it, because it's right in the middle. But the problem is that the gravity is... You can only get it by dropping from above. Unless... There's one opportunity. I'm going to try it. Another problem is I can't see anything, so I'm having to do it blind. It wouldn't be so bad if the controls don't arbitrarily change direction when you're halfway through a jump. having to hold down there, believe it or not. That was the only way to get the direction to turn the way I wanted it to. Hold down. I'm trying to compensate for the view, but it's impossible. Well, as I say, if I could control the camera, this wouldn't be a problem. But once again, 3D platform games try too hard by not making it so you can control the camera. A POV mode, I'd be able to control my jump. But this is just really awkward. They didn't think this one through, in my opinion. I wonder how many people gave up and refused to complete the game because of levels like this. Because it's just arbitrary challenge. It's not actual difficulty. So I mean, judging the height for your jump there, you can't do it because it goes into a top-down view. Finally. Finally.
I'm ashamed to call myself a hunter.
Don't be, Rouge. Don't be. That's RNG for you. That's the way RNG works. As for the fallen black container from the red light balcony, do you have any idea what that was getting at? Because I don't. What fallen black container? What red colony? What was that clue even getting at? Am I the only one confused? So the idea behind that level was kind of interesting. In many ways, with the revolving platforms, was kind of what became seen in Super Mario Galaxy many years later. Here we are, boss fight time, I think.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
Good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
So it'd be interesting to see what he does.
Give them to me.
Give me control, please. Oh yeah, flip the camera around. That's fair. It was an interesting experiment, and you can definitely see that. I don't know if Nintendo took influence from that for the Mario Galaxy levels, but there was a lot of things about it which felt very familiar. The problem is, again, it's difficult to control where you're running from against him. It's a pain in the arse because the camera just likes to randomly change direction. See, I couldn't see anything then.
No choice but to fight now.
This is almost like a button. Oh, almost like a button masher now.
My powers.
I don't know what he's doing now. It's obviously there's something involving his powers, whatever they are. No idea what they are, but he's doing something.
Now witness my power. Take this.
Oh, wait, can summon lightning bolts? Since when? I couldn't do that when I played this game.
Take this. witness my pop. Take this! Now witness my pop. Take this!
I managed to get hits in on
Now
him.
witness my pop. Take this! Now witness my pop. Take this!
I don't think he's not going to
Witness my pop. Take this!
Camera again. It's like it'd be nice if you had an option where you could lock the camera.
I must protect the Master
Now
Emerald.
give me back those jewels.
That just seems to be a case of, like, we hit each other until one of us fell down then. Do we really need the jiggle physics? Seriously?
Stop fooling around and give me back my emerald.
emeralds. What are you babbling about? Call yourself a hunter attacking a lady? Shame on you.
What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
Those belong to me. Ah!
This is so corny.
Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch me.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke, you know. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald.
No matter what you say, it sounds crazy.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought, you should have given me them in the first place. Finally.
What?
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
We should get going.
Yes, Avian, if you watch the Sonic X cartoon, that's explored much, much deeper. And extremely overtly as well. So, in the pyramid.
What's Rouge up to anyway? This is strange. It's showing energy readings from two separate Chaos Emeralds. Did they really think they could trick me with that fake emerald? Wait, Shadow. I'm the one who should be telling them the end is near, not you. Now is the time to end this long drawn-out battle and find myself facing history as the ultimate genius. Something else. I'm counting on you to finish the job. Fine. The moment for attack has come. It's now or never.
Okay, we're playing as Eggman or a Shadow here. We're playing as Eggman on the Cosmic Wall. Get and confront the trespassers. Okay. Oh, of course, that means I've got to fight Tails in his second form, aren't I?
The gravity is very weak, so try to go up by hovering. Get to high places with ease.
That's really quite an interesting idea, so you can turn hovering into intellectual jet mechanics. Okay, so far this has been a bit too relaxing. Something tells me that this can't last. I told you it was too easy. Okay, I got away with that. Yeah, not this time, my friends. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to reset my jet boosters. Just a piece of junk, indeed it is. And Robotnik goated. Yeah, just seen you there, Coward Katagi. Good evening to you, welcome to the stream, mate. Absolutely. And I feel a little powerful for now, Queen, but it's not going to last long. You know full well the way I play this game. At some point, I am going to fall down. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, boo. He didn't shoot at tentacles like I aimed him to. That's okay. Ah, that explains why I struggled at this point. It's a bit more brainless, this, at times. And I like that. I like a bit of the old East End plug, as you all know, who've watched my streams before. Can I blast through areas by just attacking everything I can? Yes, I can. But let's do it more often. Oh, is there an animal there in that? Yeah, Robotnik will even rescue the animals. Who says he's a bad guy? Don't answer that. Up we go, excellent. Is there another spring here anywhere? Because it seems that's... Oh, no, got away with that. Yeah, there's a platform there. I knew there was some way up that I was missing. I just looked at it and I thought, something's not right here. Okay. I've activated the missile. Which has just activated something down here. Ooh, protection armor. What's we got here? Excellent. Health gauge increased. Awesome. Thank you very much. Happy about that. I'm supposed to drop down, aren't I? I just realised that. Yeah, you're not hitting me with your tentacles, which is really, really irritating. What the hell is that railroad? Oh, okay, we're in rail mode. We're literally playing a rail shooter now, people. Now this is more like it. More of this, please. More of this. Don't mess with Dr. Eggman. Gonna be the best giantess in the world! Or something. Yeah, that was fun. More of that, please, game. Please. Much more of that. I'm not quite sure how that works. It's like the boosters that keep you from floating suddenly get your lift. It's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. At the same time, it's quite tricky to master the jumps for. But once you do it, it's nice and easy. Also, there's something a bit SMT about this music. Just the guitar, I think. The guitar is making me think of SMT. Yeah, it's quite annoying that they had the laser sights, but at the end of the day, they are enemies. They've got to be able to power up an attack, surely. Ah, well, that's annoying. Now we've got to watch out for those flying metal spikes in order to avoid being essentially impaled as we go. Excellent, that'll do, thank you. Ooh, very close, got away with it. That's all that matters. Oh.
I'll make you pay. Oh no! My power is going down! My power is going down!
Your power's not going down, it's just the one with the tentacles has been an absolute coward. Your power was fine. Still, we managed to stay alive, just. Go. Oh no you don't. You're not tentacle grabbing me this time. It's not happening. Get out of here, you. Excellent, thank you. Get me the extra chow, just for the sake of it. Yeah, so I don't know if it's just me who hears something about, like, you know, games like Digital Devil Saga or SMT Nocturne and the way the guitar look is. It just has a distinctive sound. Of course, Nocturne came out after this game, so I'm not saying they ripped off Nocturne, because it didn't. Did Atlas rip off Sonic Adventure? Well, they are owned by Sega, so who knows? I doubt it, though. good. I found a healing item just when I needed it. This has been quite an interesting level and surprisingly lengthy as well. I'll say it's something about the Robotnik version of the level that aren't so bad. I don't know why. There's something about the way he controls that feels a little better than when I control his tails. I don't know why that is. It's just one of those things. They always say that you know from a feeling as to whether something's right. You just feel it when you play, and that's the reaction I'm getting while playing this now, which is a good thing. Yes, there we go. I want that healing. There we go again. Oh, I just realised there's a cable there. That'll make things much easier, won't it? Yeah, you think Robotnik's greater than Tails, do you, Karkatogi? It's more. It just seems more fun to play as, and again, I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong with playing as Tails. I think his levels felt too enclosed, but that was the problem. The levels were very claustrophobic. You didn't really feel like you were making any actual progress outside. Whereas here, you've got a much more expansive area to explore and exploit. Yay, an extra life. Awesome. Fantastic. And we're going back from rail shooting again, which is fucking brilliant. Ah, well, we're in a much more contained space now. Ah, this is the area where we did it when it's Sonic. These were the rails that Sonic went down on Final Rush, was it called? The final, yeah, it was. Now we actually really are on a roller coaster, and this is actually really cool. It's as basic as it comes, but it works really well. You know, they always say that sometimes as long as the game's fun to play, it makes you feel like you can get something out of it, and this feels a lot more fun. Who knew a literal rail shooter was the way to solve this issue? Yeah. For those of you who played Resident Evil 4, this will be giving you some flashbacks. When you had to keep Ashley alive. Yes! That was fun. I like that. And it was a long level, but what a score. 76,000.
Now you know why I am the best.
He's certainly got his egotistical narcissism, doesn't he, Eggman? It's brilliant. Robotnik. Of course, for those of you who don't know, if you ever read Sonic the Comics, I had to explain how he got his name. He was originally a good scientist called Dr. Ovi Kintabar, and after an incident sent him literally in a 180 to his mind, he became Dr. Ivo Robotnik. I don't know if that's officially canon, but it was for the Sonic the Comics that were out in the 1990s over here in the UK. Not so good at keeping Ashley's alive. Especially when she keeps going, Leon, help! Every 2 seconds. Help! Leon! Half the time you kind of wanted to just leave her be, but then the game said game over. Of course, the best way to play Resident Evil 4 if you're playing either the GameCube PS2 originals or the remasters, get the second costume so she has the suit of armour where she's invincible. Makes the game a lot easier.
Why do they always leave a sweet little
Yay,
innocent girl like
Amy!
me alone?
Well, well, young lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Dr. Eggman!
If you value your life, you will tell me where Sonic and Tails are.
Look at that low-res visual of the planet Earth.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if if you really care for her.
You evil man.
Fake emerald? I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Put the emerald down right there and back off.
You turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
Whoa! You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just told me, Fox Boy.
Look at that surprise Pikachu face. It's awesome.
Now, for a little space ride. Hatful clears the colony bad.
I'm counting on you, Tails. Amy, take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic!
Farewell, Sonic, my admirable adversary. Now we have some unfinished business to take care of. With the real emerald, I will release you both. You have my promise.
Sonic!
Huh?
Sonic has asked me for the first time to do something for him. I won't let him down. I won't give up.
It's going to be the boss fight before we do anything else, Avian. And will it be the skating level? Probably not, because we've just been on the same rails which were used by Sonic in Final Rush. It makes me wonder if this game you're supposed to play it like Hero Dark, Hero Dark, Hero Dark, but there's no natural way to do it. Right, rings, that's what I need first, assuming there are any, and of course I forgot, it's this level, there aren't any rings. Ah, so he's got one of those lasers too. Yeah, your power is going down. Again, you got the same rail. So unfortunately, I couldn't see where Eggman was then, so I kind of got trapped in a corner.
I'll never forgive you for this.
Again, I like the idea of these battles, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of the duels, but the problem is...
Close, or when you're behind him.
I'll show you how powerful my fire!
See, why don't I get any moves like that? It's so annoying.
I'll show you how powerful my fire is!
See, I couldn't get away from that because he got the camera locked and put me in a position where I couldn't see him. I don't like the controls for this, because again you get near the walls, you seem to lose all control.
Tail's
Special attack is very strong, so be very careful. Memorize his patterns to avoid him.
I'll show you how
It doesn't. The patterns don't matter. You can't avoid them. You can't avoid the cannon because it comes way too quickly.
I'll show you how powerful my cyclone is!
See, I couldn't see. You see what I mean? I couldn't get away from that.
On it.
I just thought I'd cheat and just went right up in his face and just kept throwing missiles at him. Decided to East unplug it and it worked. Thought, just get up close, Just start repeatedly smashing him in the face.
I guess he was just a regular hedgehog after all.
Legend has it when all 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected, the power creates a miracle. I have 6 of them. They're mine. All mine.
I don't think so.
Shadow.
So that was your plan from the very beginning, huh? Or was it a direct order from the president? Now I know who you are. You're that government spy, Rouge the Bat, aren't you?
So you did your homework, is that it? I would say that's an invasion of privacy.
I could say the same thing about you.
Looks like things aren't quite going your way, but since my job was done, I thought it was time to take what's mine and get out of this place.
One pathetic creature.
Look who's talking. What about you? Here are the results of the research project called the Ultimate Lifeform. But if this picture is of the real ultimate lifeform named Shadow, then exactly who or what is standing in front of me?
This is Dr. Eggman. I have found all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
All 7.
Someone's trying to get out of the Eclipse cannon. There's not much time left before the cannon fires again. Can you get over there?
If you want to live, leave the Chaos Emeralds where they are. The fake emerald is good enough for you.
Do you actually believe that you're the real Shadow?
No doubt.
Even your memories might not be real, you know?
Even if my memories are not real, it's still me, Shadow. And I will fulfill my promise to Maria. That's the only thing that matters to me now.
Okay, so what mission are we doing now? Okay, I think this is where I've got a level as Shadow. It says get to the Eclipse Cannon. So we're going back to the more speedy ones. I just say it is a bit unfair that we didn't have access to that move, but we also didn't have it as Robotnik when we were controlling him either. It seems that the computers allowed it, but we're not. We've suddenly gone very dark wave techno here. Making me think of Power Man 5000 this actually. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that's not what I expected to happen. Oh, homing laser attacks a little too soon then. So this makes me think of that song by Power Man 5000, When Worlds Collide. Am I alone in that, by the way? Am I the only one hearing that? I get the feeling that's going to be quite annoying if this mission goes on for a while, so I do apologise in advance, people. Oh, what the? Okay, we're all safe, it's all matters. This is actually a callback in many ways to the early Sonic games, such as on levels like Scrap Brain Zone, where you had these kind of like rolling round things but in the 2D sphere rather than 3D. And it's actually pretty awesome. They actually made them work quite well. They were flowing quite easy. There was no sense of not being in control. The issue is like here, where you've got to dodge like missiles and meteors, and it's just a pain. Especially when you get people like that attacking you out of nowhere. Oh, okay. Well, my luck then, but I got away with it. Come here, you. Whoa, that's trippy as all hell, but it was worth it for the extra life. Go away, you. Into the void, people. Whoa! Yeah, let's all go raving, people, because there's like EDM dart wave. Well, strangely enough, I'm kind of digging it. Oh, bugger. That's going to be a fail into the Earth's atmosphere and death. You can hear it as well, can you, Queen? So I'm not the only one who's going clinically insane. I can imagine not going...
Now what? It's like where worlds collide! You're ready to go!
I'm going to stop doing that because that's going to really, really annoy you. It's annoying me, and I'm not in the audience. If it's annoying me as the person on stream, it's got to be annoying you guys out there watching. And I massively appreciate it. So once again, thank you all very much for checking the stream out. You guys always make the stream. Without you and your banter, this would be a fun stream, but not quite as fun. Oh, it's done it again. Oh, I thought I could get back to it. I thought I could just clutch it and get back onto the strollers, but not this time, my friend. The game is saying, nope, not this time. He's like, I don't want to get down there. I don't want to do it. To be fair, I don't blame him. I don't want to do it either, but it's either you do it or we're all dead. So yeah. So welcome back to the year 1999 with that Power 5000 reference. I'm showing my age. Why did his homing attack not work then? His homing attack didn't work on him. There is actually some vocals, but I don't know what they're saying. Something about I'm taking over the world, I think it said. Oh, why did you get on the edge like... Oh! Because he did the little, like, shimmy on the ledge, it robbed me of all the momentum I needed to make the jump. Damn it, that's annoying. Right, just before we continue this, I'm going to very quickly go and turn my heater off. So give me about 30 seconds, people. Back soon. I'm not sure that was even 30 seconds, but either way, we're back.
Story select.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form. Finally, all the 7 Chaos Emeralds are set in place. Now the stage is set. I'm almost finished. All this time, someone has been trying to get at the Eclipse Cannon. There's no hope for him now. It's important we don't make any mistakes right now. I have to get rid of all those pests.
Because I'm edgy and dark, and I have to do as my boss commander tells me.
I like the fact that barely after the first series of screens we're given an immediate checkpoint. That's the game saying this is not going to mess around. That's the game saying prepare for the SMT level bullshit.
Stay away from the spinning drum, or you will be sucked in. Try running.
Stay away from the spinning drum. It's the only way to advance at certain points. Oh, what the hell? The second tentacle shot got me while I was still flashing. The invulnerability is not as long as I thought it would be. It's strange, sometimes I have... Oh, it's done it again. Hit the tentacle, knock me off the edge. We had this problem when we did the Sonic levels. This time I'm getting you. Oh, what the... Oh, come on. We're going for a record loss here, people. We're already down to our final 2 lives. And we've barely even got past the first checkpoint. Why? Because I suck. That time he didn't do what... Normally, if you use the home in attack, it'll home on the actual bumpers. For some reason, it wasn't doing it then, and I don't know why. It's weird, because like the right dash, sometimes it'll do it straight away, and other times it won't do it at all. You're never quite sure which way you're going to get. You just have to like, kind of hope for the best. It's not the most intuitive way to play a game. Now, interesting, that. I see a couple. Oh, hello. Thank you very much. What's with this gem? What are we supposed to do with it? What is with that? What are we supposed to do with it? Whatever I'm supposed to do with it, it's not worth that. See there, I used the homing attack to get onto the bumper. There was a power up then, but I don't know what it was for. Ah, so that just takes you there. Here's me thinking it would have actually taken me up to a new route. Oh, now he's been thrown down into space. Ah. Okay, here we go. Final shot, people, and then we're going back to the title screen again. Okay, fair enough. Wasn't going to be attacking you. So annoying when that happens, but hey ho. Just gotta do what you can. Get out of here, you. Outside the ring, so come in handy. Well timed, okay. I want that. It went down. That's the first time that's happened. Normally when we've got a nut, it's scrolled upwards, but this time Shadow's gone, I really can't be bothered. I'm out. Later.
Story select.
Right, well, we're not going to listen to you talk again. Right, okay, so let's start the timer. From the moment we take control. I can't have a timer on screen, unfortunately, but I want to see how long it takes me to continue. Certainly gaining the speed here. Whoa, that was... Yep, that was so fast. I literally shot over the edge. I went so quickly, I went over. So I just died in less than 30 seconds. I died twice in less than 30 seconds. I did say let's get the timer ready. It was meant to be a joke, people. It was meant to be a joke. But it turns out the joke is me and my ability on this game. Because I don't have any. Right, okay. So I've given myself a 2-life handicap. Not that I needed to give the game a handicap. Let's see how we go.
Stay away from the spinning drum, or you will be sucked in. Try running.
Far good enough to get to him. Get out of here, you. You're not taking away my life. I'm not allowing it. You are not allowed to kill me. And as for this, I wish I knew what it does. It's just a block. Well, I can't do anything with it, so it's just there. Weird one. Yeah, you got a big bad laser. You do. Right, next. Excellent. Okay. Aha! Fantastic. Okay, and up this time, please. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. It's messy, but it does the job. And that's all that matters. I didn't talk to you last time, Mr. Pike. I don't know where that animal was coming up from, because the pipe wasn't connected to anything, but it's fine, I guess. Oh, there's boxes there. What is there inside them? There's an animal. I'll take it. Oh, this is awful. It's not what I needed. And that's why. Okay, I got away with that. I don't care how. It's done. We survived it. Come down from the top, and there should be an extra life down here. Excellent. That's brilliant. And down we go again. Oh, I must have flicked left on my thumbstick. That's what's happened then. I must have literally just flicked it as I was going down, because the problem with the Dreamcast analog controller is it's either far too sensitive or not sensitive at all. It doesn't really get between. It's why if you play some of the older games, like you play Resident Evil 2 for example, it technically has analog controls. Don't use them. Does not work. Tank controls on an analog stick do not work. Down from high. Yes. Okay, I found another animal who was somewhere. I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm really getting into the intensity here. I feel like I'm not doing my job at providing the commentary, so I do apologise if this gets a bit boring. Yeah, there were extra lives and that down here by the looks of it. Oh, that's what I was aiming for. I was aiming for the power-ups and I missed them all, and I'm going to die. I got too cocky, I got too confident, and the game smacked me down like the pretentious wannabe that I am. Is it possible to be a pretentious wannabe? I'll leave that to you people in the audience. You can answer that one. I don't want to even know what a pretentious wannabe is. Someone who's got as little skill as that is probably getting close to it, to be fair. If he's not willing to attack me, that's fine. I'd rather you don't attack me. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that's fine. I got away with it. Somehow. Basically, the homing attack went behind him for some reason. I don't know if they've got like an evasion move. I don't think they do. The enemies in these games normally don't have that feature. But just because they don't normally have it doesn't mean they don't have it, if you know what I mean. Excellent, okay. It's important to get those rings. There's a chance if we get to 100, it'll get me a life up. And as we've only got 2 lives left, it's important to get as many as we can. Just go straight over to it this time, don't mess around. Don't try and get greedy on the power-ups, don't do anything like... Oh, hello. There is something over here, I just noticed it. I'm going to need to get that, some kind of power-up. The Mystic Melody. Change to Mystic Melody in the action window, then press the B button to play mysterious melodies. Wait, what?
I think it's a waste of time.
Really? Oh. Okay. It's give us a chaos control. That's what it did. I'm not sure how that works, but I'll take it, I guess. must have to do it at certain points because it didn't have the option, the Mystic Melody. What the hell? On the platform, get on the platform. Yes. Okay. Oh, I missed the checkpoint. Okay, here we go. We really are rolling around now. Can't see a damn thing. Missed the rail. These have lids on them. So what you have to do is kind of like run around them. Yes! First time. I'm amazed I got that. Oh, what the hell? Oh, great. I know what we got to do here. We got to time our jump. Yes, there was an extra life then. No, I wasn't risking going for it. Oh, missed the rail. Missed the rail, went over the edge. Job done. End of level. Missed it again. The control for getting onto the rails is not good enough. It's too flimsy. You don't have a button to actually aim for the rail. It's not like, I mean, if you play, for example, you play Tony Hawk and you try and do a grind, you literally have a button that once you do an ollie, they'll aim to get the grind and then you keep your balance on it. And it should do this, something similar, like because there's no button for it. Or at least there wasn't that I was seeing. If I'm missing it because I'm not understanding the game, then that's my fault. But we're going to go all the way back to the start, unfortunately, people. We made all that progress, only for it to be ripped away because of a lack of control. As I say, there's lots of things I really like about this game. There's a lot of potential here. I just think it falls flat. I think it falls down. It's just not as good as the original game, in my opinion. It's just, it doesn't feel as balanced. Like these enemies here, for instance, they're cheap. They make it so you can't go from the sides because of the tentacles, and you've got a laser that knocks you on your back. It's like, unless you've got an invulnerability, I'm not sure how you get past them without triggering them. But it's, you know, it's to say, it's just one of those games that doesn't feel as balanced as the original. Sometimes the original Sonic Adventure was a bit too easy, don't get me wrong. But then there were other times that were actually much more tricky. Don't get me wrong though, I love that. The controls that stop you from going off the edge are actually pretty good. You can still fuck up like that, but in general they do have a lot more balance for that. So I'll give them credit, that's actually really good. And when the levels get going, you get some really good momentum. They're a lot of fun.
Stay away from the spinning drum, or you will be sucked in.
There's plenty of things here that make me feel like I'm playing the classic. Like those drums make me feel like I'm playing the classic original Sonic on levels like Scrap Brain Zone. Whereas ones like that, I just don't feel that it's like rewarding the player. Especially if you've only got one route through a path as well, and they're blocking that very one path. And it's not like there's any magic button for it. I'm not sure what happened there. I was floating in space, and I'm not complaining. But that's the point, actually. How is Shadow able to not only run outside of space, gain all this momentum in space, not freeze? There's a lot of questions here. From a scientific perspective, this is a bit difficult to process. Still, we're slightly in credit on lives compared to last time, so that's not too bad. Question is, can we get any more? I'll say there, getting the momentum at that point is brilliant, but then the actual homing attack ran out of momentum and actually got me attacked instead, which is quite frustrating. Makes me wonder if it's all about your speed, which, again, it would make sense because it's a Sonic game. So the faster you go, the more momentum you get, the more control you have. That makes perfect sense. You can definitely tell that the soundtracks were at the point where they had limited space, because this edgy club music repeats a lot. But it's still better than Okamura's Palace in Persona 5. The song Sweatshop, as it's known. For those of you who've played that game, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go find a Let's Play online. Or better yet, buy the game and play it. There's so many platforms you can get it on now. Okay, excellent. And up and over. Yes, yes, yes. We got this far last time though, so I can't pop the champagne corks just yet. I thought I'd managed... Oh. Ah, I know what I did then. I went off the edge. I was like, why am I facing the wrong direction? And then it hit me. I'm like, I know why. Yep, that'll do nicely. Thank you. Okay. Up again. Oh no! It started running downwards and I literally just flicked the direction to go back the other way. And it wasn't fast enough. So, the good thing is we have found a few lives here, so we're in a position which is not that bad. But we saw before just how awkward some of the actual transitions can be. In terms of analog controls, I'd probably put the Dreamcast as one of the worst. I wouldn't say it's the worst. I imagine that there's plenty of other ones that have tried to do analog much worse. One of which, ironically, was the N64. The N64 analog was terrible. If anyone who remembers giving themselves blisters trying to play Mario Party on it will be able to tell you. Which Nintendo decided to bring back in the remaster, the same control scheme. People burning the palms of the hands off using the joysticks. Not something I ever did personally, but one of my friends who was a neighbour did. One of my neighbours had an N64. It's hard to believe that this console, the Sega Dreamcast, was the first of the 6th generation. The generation that went on to feature the Xbox 360, the PS3. But the Dreamcast started it all. It was PS2. What am I talking about? PS2, GameCube, that was that era. I skipped a generation like an idiot. I'm here trying to go all historian and you're all like, what are you talking about, you hack? That's not the way the order went. And you would be correct, because I'm an idiot. But I've got enough about myself to admit when I'm wrong. There's There's nothing wrong with being wrong. Right, so can I get into this ring? Will this now let me do that? Yeah, so when you see the stone rings like that, you can obviously get water points. Makes me wonder if any of his earlier levels had those points. You know, for like replay ability. Because going back through levels when you got certain power-ups is quite interesting. It's like as Robotnik, I've not gone back to his early levels in the pyramid. Now that I've got the ability to float for a lot longer. There was one route that I never went along. And the chances are, the game's encouraging you to do that. Outside of just following the game as the plot goes. And that might be the issue. That might be why I'm struggling with some of the bosses as well. It's almost like I'm doing it as an initial equip run. For those of you who play RPGs will know exactly what I'm talking about with that. Oh, what the hell? I only pressed jump once then, but he jumped twice. I pressed jump once. So I must have either held it down or I've done something to trigger it. I just don't know what. Which is annoying, because I don't like not knowing what I've done wrong. I'm one of those people, if I do something wrong, I want to know. Must resist the temptation to just rock out to the music. Must not start singing other songs. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. Ah, I see, okay. Huh? Ah. It was like I got caught on the edge of the platform when I wasn't on the edge. Huh? What the hell? I must have been pressing B a fraction of a second too early then for him to get the mode to go into Mystic Melody. I think that's what happened then. Aha, that'll help. Let's get that there. Oh, and an extra life too. That's fantastic. That's more like it. Ah, that helps. And it turns out I don't even need that extra checkpoint, but I don't mind, I needed it. Make sure I had it in place beforehand, just to make things that bit quicker. Okay, I'm guessing you can't blow your way through the meteors. Which I suppose is kind of realistic. Alright, okay. We've actually made it onto the rail. Oh, come on. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I thought I'd done what I needed to then. The game was like, nah, not this time. Come on, he shot down the bottom again. Oh. Sometimes the camera on this level is so frustrating because you can't see anything at all. Oh well, I jumped down at the bottom then, that was my fault. Sorry to say people, but this is it. I'm afraid to say this is where we are going to fail. I've not got any rings. Oh. Well, that helps. I've just found a hidden extra life. Right. Okay. I've given myself an extra shot. Let's go. Come on, come on. Right, this time I need to go down by the looks of it. Problem is I can't see just how low I've got to go. This is not filling me with confidence, this people. And yes!
Here we go!
Whew. There were points about that level I thought were amazing, but that was also very challenging.
I guess I'm not at full power here.
Maybe you're not. It does not matter. That was a challenge, but I liked it. Say for the sequel to Sonic Adventure, they really ratcheted up the difficulty. They made it much harder than the original game. Now again, a lot of that might be because I'm an old bugger who's not very good at games these days, but that was a real challenge. So let's see what happens now. Outside Space Colony Art, okay. Ah, here's Sonic. I'm guessing we're at this annoying boss level now.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
You know, what can I say? I die hard.
So, there's more to you than just looking like me. What are you, anyway?
What you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventure.
A Sonic adventure.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I see. But you know, I can't let you live. Your adventuring days are coming to an end.
Right, I'm wondering if this is the same way to beat him that we did with Sonic on Shadow. It might well be the same approach, and if it is, there's a chance to potentially grind a few lives here. Not that I'm planning to do that, it's just more a case of keeping it going. Yeah, so here's Sonic.
All right, Shadow. Time for me to finish this.
The way you gotta do it is get the... Ah, so he uses wind attack. Okay.
you yet.
Oh, okay, the light speed dash didn't carry me quick enough.
I'll use chaos control.
I find it annoying that he can use chaos control, but not me.
I'll use chaos control.
So this is where the controls from the Dreamcast controller suck. They are absolutely awful. The controls are just not responsive enough.
I'll use
And sometimes like going like really far directions. It's like there. He didn't get the light speed dash, even though I hit the B button. It's like the controls aren't responsive enough.
I'll use chaos control.
And that's just annoying, hearing that constant chaos control all the time.
Control. I'll use your chaos control. I'm not done with you yet. I'll use your chaos control.
It's like at that time I was too quick.
I'll use chaos control.
Still, got ourselves an extra life, so that's okay.
I'm not done with you yet. I'll use chaos control.
It's annoying, it stops in the middle of the pathway and I still couldn't attack him.
I'll use chaos control. I'll use chaos.
Just gotta keep on getting the lives if I can.
I'll use chaos control. I'll use chaos control.
I'm just keeping an eye out for the blue-white. I think that's the key.
I'll use chaos control.
As I say, I do apologise for this, people, but unfortunately he's not coming into the attacking frame.
Not done with you yet. I'll use chaos.
Unfortunately, when they use that one, the camera changes to them, so you can't target them. See there, because he was right in the middle, I was able to attack him. In terms of a boss fight mechanic, this is a strange one, because you can literally just keep going forever.
I'll use chaos control.
Because there won't be any, like, you know, ring rating on it like on other levels.
I'll use chaos.
You know, where it says like so many rings or so many rings, that won't apply in this level. So you can literally just keep on getting rings all the time. See, there's another extra life. So I've gained 3 lives on this level already. So in terms of life grinding, this isn't a bad way to do it. It's annoying and repetitive, but it works. At some point, he will have to appear in my target area. So this is a cheat strategy, I must admit. It's one that works. So there's another life. So I'm trying to get it so that he appears in the middle like that, that's what I mean. And that enabled me to attack him. And obviously if you can get the light speed dash, you not only gain rings, but you actually gain speed, and with that you can keep away from his attacks. So it's an interesting mechanic to test your understanding, which I don't have much of the way the game works. And it's kind of nice to see that. It's not quite a puzzle boss, but it could easily be interpreted as such when you're playing it.
I'll use chaos control.
But it's just really annoying to hear Sonic constantly using chaos control when I can't as Shadow, who was the one that showed him how to do it. It's like the game doesn't quite equivalate what you can do with each character. It's like, yeah, you're literally playing the opposite version of yourself, but the AI gets access to moves you never will, which is just really frustrating. It always feels cheap when games do that. So I remember in 2D Fighters when it seemed that, like, you know, enemies could like use infinite charge moves and you had to like spend ages charging them up. or in like 2D beat-em-ups where they were able to use infinite specials where you had to use your health for it. And they could like do it as many times as they wanted. So there go all those rings, which is frustrating. The only advantage to it is that it means we start again, so we can possibly get more lives. Yeah, this is where the controller is really not helping me, because getting a forward motion that stays the same is really tricky. So I gain a lot of sideways movement that I don't want. Like there, for instance, it took me away from the rings, and that meant I didn't have any speed to catch up to that light dash. So I will say a part of this is that playing it on a more modern controller would be better, I think. If you had an Xbox or a PS controller, I reckon this would be a lot more enjoyable, because the game would feel a lot more responsive. As I say, I mean, if you've ever played on the Dreamcast, you'll know that the actual controller is not the most responsive thing about it. It's good shape, but the actual functionality of it is somewhat lacking. Oh, he ran out of rings then. I can only think that Sonic broke the chain. I can't think of any other reason why I didn't get the attack on him. Which is, again, it's quite kind of cool in a way, but it's also really annoying if it's the only way you can actually get damage to them. Because you can't attack them from behind like that. You don't do enough damage. Oh, okay, so that's fair. That's really fair. When I was right behind him, I wasn't getting anywhere near that.
Time for me to finish this.
Luckily, I got a load of lives, but at the same time.
To avoid the sonic wind, use the somersault.
See that?
Done with you yet.
So this is the problem. The controller is not doing what I want it to do. It's not doing what I want. So I've got to start it all over again, but again it's because of poor controls.
I'll use your chaos control.
Once again it took me away from the light speed dash.
I'll use your chaos control. I'll use your chaos control. I'll use chaos control!
Still that's my life back. Somehow that was enough to do damage to him. I don't quite know how. It's fine. We'll take it.
I'm not done with you yet. I'll use your chaos control!
That's fine. We managed that.
I'll use your chaos control!
Yeah, he just got the rings at the time that I needed them. That time it didn't count as a collision. This time I got him.
I'll use your chaos control!
I didn't do what I wanted to. I'll do. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh, what the fuck? He jumps off the side. The homing attack took me off the side. So why did the homing attack send me off the side? It shouldn't have done that.
Your surroundings while trying to avoid them.
Yeah, well, I was perfectly aware of my surroundings. However, the character was not. For whatever reason, he decided to jump off the side of the world, which I didn't want.
I'm not done with you yet. I'll use your chaos control.
I say that this feels very cheap when the enemy does that.
I'll use your chaos control. I'll use your chaos
I'll do. Thank you. I'll take that.
Well done, Faker. I'll use chaos control. I'm not done with you yet.
Okay, fine, whatever. You know, the light speed dash which carries me beyond things that just don't work. Fine, whatever.
I'm not done with you yet.
Right, okay, yeah, turn the camera the opposite way around as well. That's fair. You know, turn the camera so it's facing the wrong way to the route you're supposed to go. Again, don't allow us to lock the camera. Don't allow us to actually make it clear where we want to go.
I'll use you chaos control.
Well, that wasn't going to work, so I thought I'd change tack.
I'll use you chaos control.
Yeah, it seems if you get ahead, the homing attack takes you off the side,
I'll use you
which is
control.
not ideal, to say the least.
I'm not.
So you see, there we go. We actually managed to get an attack in on him.
I'll use you chaos control.
Once again, didn't do what I wanted him to do.
Done, Faker. I'll use you chaos control.
Okay, that's good, that's good.
I'll use your chaos control.
Did you say I'll use your chaos control?
I'll use your chaos control.
Okay.
I'll use your chaos control.
Try again.
I'm not done with you yet. I'll use your chaos control.
Okay.
I'm not done with you yet. I'll use your chaos control.
Okay, got away with it. I'm still alive. I'm still in the game. Okay, it seems the gaining speed there didn't help. Interesting. Thought it would. Yeah, it seems that the homing attack does not home very well. Surprisingly. Right, let's kill me. Got me stun locked. Got me stun locked on the side. Very, very cheap. But again, part of it is because of the camera. I've been doing lots of things to lower his defences, but unfortunately you've not been doing as I'm telling you to do. Homing attack? How about a home attack off the side of the platform? Why not just spin around and do nothing? No, why don't you do as I'm telling you? Light speed dash? No, I don't want to do that, I'll just randomly spin around and go nowhere. Okay, that's fine.
Well done. I'll use your chaos control.
Okay, fine. Don't count as lowering his defences. You know what I mean? That's really, really frustrating. When he attacks me, I instantly lose my rings, but he doesn't lose his. He's allowed to take multiple hits, and that's nonsense, because he's not got a shield, so he shouldn't be able to. I can't do it, so why should he?
Use your chaos control.
You see what I mean about imbalance?
I'll use your chaos control.
So again, once again, the lack of balance is a major problem here. Oh, and then it's knocked me off the platform. Typical. Once again, another cheap death. This is cheap. Oh, my child, do me a favour and shut up. Just shut up. You tell me information I already know. Keep quiet. You're wasting my time.
I'll use chaos control. I'll use chaos control.
Okay. I won't mind, but there's multiple times that... See what I mean? Stun lock.
Shadow. Time for me to finish this.
You won't be able to just attack him. Try something to
I'm
lower
not
his
done with you
defenses.
yet.
Nothing I can do there because I got stunned by the camera.
I'll use chaos.
And even though he was stood still, he didn't homing attack him like I asked him to. Absolutely typical.
I'm not done with you yet.
And also, I hate those cameras doing that because it interrupts the momentum. There's no reason for it to change the camera like that. Again, you should be able to lock the camera. Once again, I hit him, and then it sends me off the side because it's so cheap. You can't control the recoil. You random loot. The recoil is random.
I'm not done with you yet.
Try something to lower his defenses.
Okay, fine. Once again, it seems that they can break your defense in one move. Yet you hit them 20 times and it makes no difference.
I'll use chaos control. Well done, Baker.
Do you kind of fake?
Chaos control. I'll use chaos control.
Yeah. Once again, the control didn't do what I wanted it to.
I'll use chaos control.
Got away with that. Not sure how I got away with it, but I got away with it.
I'll use
Yep, there's a life. So that's good. We'll get another life if we can. If the computer will be my light speed dash like it's supposed to, but it didn't. But it's okay because we've got away from his next attack. So we're going good. We're making progress. Okay, fine. Don't light speed dash when I'm in the middle of the ring set. Oh, come on! Camera again! Why does the camera keep doing that? We're going forward! Stay behind my character! Stop changing direction! Who the fuck decided to do that? Whoever you are, I want to punch you in the fucking head! What are you doing?
Alright, Shadow. Time for me to finish this.
We're going forwards. Keep the camera where we can see what we're doing.
I'm done with you
Try
yet.
something to lower his defenses.
I'll use chaos control.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. 3D platformers need to realise that cameras need proper control.
I'll use chaos.
You need to be able to control the camera and set it where you want it. Half of the reason I'm struggling here is because I keep on having camera problems. Other times are where I'm making mistakes, and that's fine. I don't mind making mistakes.
Something to lower his
I do not mind making an error. Making an error is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll use chaos control. I'll use
I'm not sure what happened then. It's like we both hit each other. I don't remember changing any option to do it, but that's okay.
I'll use chaos control.
Then I went past it. Interesting. Yeah, just caught him at the edge of the thing. It doesn't help that the little prompter, you know, for things like the lightspeed dash, it's in a place where it's actually really hard to see because you're focusing on like keeping control of your character, and it appears under your enemy's life bar, which is not the place it should be. It should be like prompted in the screen so that you can actually properly see it.
I'm not done with you yet.
Oh, okay, don't homing attacking them, that's fine. Whatever. If you don't want to attack him, we'll do this all night. See, once again. And it seems that when he's over the edge of the platform, he doesn't fall down.
All right, Shadow.
Or at least that's what it looked like. Oh, my child, be quiet. Right.
Lower his defenses.
Unfortunately, that was because I had a flick of the left on the analog stick,
Time for me to
and that sent me over the edge.
You won't be able to
I'm
just
not done with you yet.
try something to lower his defenses.
Chaos.
I wish there was an option to shut Omachow up. I don't need him telling me the same thing every single time we start a level. Right, now I can't see what I'm doing, because once again the camera's locked.
I'll use chaos control. I'll use chaos control.
Yeah, let's say, I'm sorry to say my rating remains. This is being rated 4 out of 10. I'm rating this 4 out of 10, this game. So much potential wasted by bad controls, unresponsive design, and poor camera. See, it's like there. I'm looking at the camera. Did you see that there? The camera flipped me the opposite way around. And by the time I could correct it, I couldn't see the next thing up. It shouldn't have done that. It should have kept going forwards. But because of a really bad game design, they didn't do that. Say, I'm sorry to say, but you screwed the Subsonic team. You really did. Really cool idea. Really cool idea. And you blew it with terrible execution. It's such a shame. It really is such a shame. The characters deserve better than this. The player deserves better. Everyone deserves better. See, there, I couldn't see what I was doing because I got stun locked. Which is something I can't do to him. I can't stun lock him and keep attacking him. I can't stun lock him, but he can stun lock me. And again, I'm not liking where the positioning is for the prompter for things like the lightspeed dash. It should be in the centre of the screen where you're going to be looking. You're only looking at that life bar in your peripheral vision because you've got to focus so much on what's in the centre. So it's in completely the wrong place.
I'll use chaos control. I'll use chaos.
And attacks like that are just pure luck in terms of whether he appears in the middle of the rings or not.
I'll use your chaos.
That time, I think I missed him. See what I mean? That's just pure RNG. And I'm not tempted to just keep doing it.
I'll use chaos control.
Once again, the prompter for the lightspeed dash is just in completely the wrong place. You can barely see it. think the only thing you can do is when he's behind you is maybe try and use the dash move, or the rolling dash. There's a way to neuter his attack. I can't think of any other thing you can do. Oh, see what I mean? I held forward, but because the camera turned to the right, it sent me over the edge. The camera should stay locked behind the character. We're going vertically. There's no reason for the camera to go side to side. There's zero reason for it. It doesn't make it dramatic. It doesn't make it engaging. It pisses people off because it ruins the rhythm and ruins the control. It completely breaks the game. I've no idea if the later revisions to this game fix that. But for me, this breaks what is actually quite an interesting idea. It's like I couldn't see. I could not see the platform, so it took me down. So we'll pick it back up and we'll go again.
Story select.
I'm not going to bother with that. We'll get straight into the level if we can.
Alright, Shadow. Time for me to
Say, I don't mind a challenge. I do not mind a challenge. I've played SMT games. But what I do mind is when they're cheap. That I do have a problem with. I've called it fake difficulty before and I'll say it again. When half the time you're losing life because you're fighting the camera, the game has been badly designed. Badly designed, badly produced, badly engineered, badly everything. So that's why my rating for this game is 4 out of 10 and it will not change. You had the chance to make an absolute classic here and you completely screwed the pooch. You made far too much of an effort on wannabe cinematic scenes that don't work and didn't focus on what matters the most. Control and engagement. Such a shame. Such a pity. Say again, poor controls. It wasn't responding with it. The lightspeed dash was up then. When I pressed it, he did a roll in the middle of the floor. I didn't want him to do that. I wanted him to lightspeed dash. And that time I couldn't see because the camera, once again, flicked to the right. We're going in a straight line. So the camera should stay straight. Simple as that.
To avoid the sonic wind, use the somersault.
See, now I can't see what I'm doing. It should not do that. It should stay locked behind you so you can get your movement back on. That's the problem with this level. That's the problem with this fight. It's the constant switch back of the camera because it screws up your controls. The mechanic of the battle is to use the lightspeed dash, which means getting in a straight line, getting momentum, getting forward momentum. And I can't do that when the camera keeps changing.
I'm not done with you yet. I'll use chaos control.
Once again, it didn't do what I wanted it to. And that time it turned us round. So, what are you apologising for? You had to step away from your computer, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Oma Chow, be quiet. Seriously, Oma Chow, be quiet. You're not telling me anything I already don't know. You're wasting my time, so shut up. You annoying little idiot. There should be an option to mute that character. If you don't want a tutorial advice, you should be able to choose it. Well, now I'm going to be cheap. I'm simply going to wait for the lightspeed one when he appears in the lightspeed rings. And I'm just going to farm a load of lives. That's what I'm going to do. There you go. That's one. I'm going to wait for him to keep doing that. Might as well do it that way.
I'll use your chaos control.
It's a way to beat the game. Yes, it's cheap. No, I don't care.
Chaos control.
You see what I mean by control? Then Shadow for no reason went off to the left.
I'll use
No reason whatsoever.
control.
So I can only assume that's reading the input from the controller, which is not what was pressed by me. But the good news is we've got our lives back, so that's useful.
I'll use your chaos control.
By doing it this way, it's repetitive, but it works.
I'll use your chaos control.
Or at least it has been so far. I don't want to be jumping the gun here.
I'll use your chaos control.
So I mean, I don't know why he did that then, because I hit the light speed dash and instead he started jumping to the right for no reason.
I'll use your chaos.
So I mean, did it again. So it's like the controls absolutely suck.
I'll use your
They're just not responsive at all. The good news is it's a way of farming rings, but this is the problem. Half the time it's down to poor input.
I'll use your chaos control.
And I get it if you only get 1 or 2 rings, you don't get a lot of momentum. I understand that. But when you're flung to the right for no reason or to the far left, how can you possibly get momentum? See, he tried stun blocking me then, because he would have been. Because again, I don't know why he has the ability to chaos control and I don't. I was the first character to use chaos control, so it makes absolutely no sense that I won't be able to use it in battle. I even had on the last pickup a thing to do with warping, so why is it that I can't do it? This is the thing. The game breaks its own law, breaks its own rules, and it skews it against the player for arbitrary reasons, all because they want to make up this kind of like mechanic, and it's not fun.
I'm not done with you yet. I'll use your chaos control.
Okay. I mean, the only advantage is there you go.
I failed. I told you, I'm the ultimate.
That's what you get for cheating.
This completes my plan to take over the world. Now begins the glorious era of the Empire of Eggman.
So he's not a punk, the game is with the camera. It was the game. Really? You're not seeing the massive danger sign, Eggman? You're not seeing the gigantic danger? Oh, okay, well that's the end credits. Something tells me that's not going to be the end, judging by that. That's a very unfitting end, isn't it? To come out and say, danger, danger, danger. And then cut to this. It's like Sonic's ending was also really rather poor as well, so there's another mode here. I think what's going to happen is it's going to be like in the original Sonic adventure, where having got through, there was the next part of the story. And yeah, True Queen actually, yeah, he's too busy laughing his ass off, too busy like getting into the I'm an evil villain mode. The disappointing thing for me is, how did Eggman get into the heart of the prison to save Sonic? I want to know that. Yeah, this music doesn't feel as epic, does it? It just doesn't feel as epic. A girl never tells a secret, Eggman. Unless it's Rouge. I don't think she has any shame. I think she'd just come right out with it. Rouge would be like, yeah, this is how it happened. Actually, I can more imagine Amy getting a hammer and just trying to smash me in the face with it. To be honest, Queen. That's what I imagine Amy would do. Yeah, we can now select scenes from the Dark story. We've already got them from the, and we've got to select time attack boss stages in the Dark story as well.
The ultimate life form. Chaos vengeance.
Space
Desperation.
Supersonic collision.
Tears.
Untamed power. Maria.
Professor Gerald, the truth about 50 years ago.
Everything.
Sonic Adventure 2. Last episode. Wishes are eternal.
Did we really need these overly dramatic 90s TV style VR? Don't get me wrong, if I was doing a Let's Play or a long play, this would be the kind of thing I'd put up as the opening to the thing for it. So,
Story select.
yes, there it is. What's known as Last. Let's take a quick look at it to see exactly what we've got here. And yes, I imagine Rouge would get all Cinderella on Knuckles.
What's going on? Why doesn't the cannon fire? What's happening here? It's my grandfather, Gerald Robotnik.
Gerald Robotnik.
What's that? That vibration?
Hey, wait! Someone is coming.
You haven't given up yet?
It's all over for us.
What do you
I
mean?
just received a message from my boss. This space colony Ark is currently approaching the Earth at an incredible velocity. It probably will impact Earth.
So it'll become an asteroid.
What's that on the screen?
This is a death sentence for every human being on Earth. If my calculations are correct, the space colony Ark will impact the Earth in 27 minutes and 53 seconds. All of you will be destroyed, along with your beloved planet Earth.
What was with the characters then? That looked horrible. Yes, Queen Armageddon wants his plot back.
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge once all the 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected. Once I initiate this program, it cannot be disabled. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No. Ready!
What's going on here? Who is that?
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge.
vibration's getting
once all
worse.
the Professor Gerald Robotnik, one of the greatest scientific minds in the world, and my grandfather.
What? I knew you were behind all this. Stop it right now, or else...
I'd have done this a long time ago if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
You're pretty persistent for a hedgehog, aren't you? You're still alive.
Just
huh?
letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
This is my grandfather's diary.
It's a mini disc.
I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind, but then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent to destroy the research project that I had been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, Maria, I hope you are all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands.
The Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident.
This sounds familiar.
I found Maria's name among those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought that she died because of my research. I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for. I went insane. All I could think about was to avenge her. Somehow, some way. I got scared as I no longer was able to control my thoughts. All I could think about was that I wanted it all to based on my original projections. I was able to complete my project, Shadow. I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it.
If you
to the
wish to fill
world.
the world with destruction... Oh, so that's why you released Shadow from the base.
Core of the Eclipse cannon is now highly reactive and explosive. This is because the Chaos Emerald is overpowered. If the colony collides with Earth, it will shatter into pieces like my grandfather predicted. That mad scientist!
That should be you, right? We have to stop the space colony now!
The space colony arc position may have shifted due to the amount of energy given off by the emeralds. We have to stop the energy.
Oh, so now you want to work with us?
But how?
That's it. There is a way to stop the energy. We have to use your emerald. You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop the Chaos Emerald.
That's right. If I use this, I just might be able to stop the Chaos Emerald.
The reaction of the Chaos Emeralds is moving toward the cannon's core. It may be too late.
There still may be some time left. If we pull together, we might be able to get to the shortcut that leads to the core.
Convenient shortcut? What shortcut? Okay, just stand around watching rather than just go straight to the core. You know, what?
No worries. Just leave it to me. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog.
Then, let's get to work!
Okay, now we're all suddenly friends because the world's about to die and we're at the cannon's core. So we've got to get to the colony. We're back playing as Sonic. And how many deadly rails have I got to try and get across?
System alert. System alert.
Oh!
Intruder has breached the system.
No, I'm not. I'm playing as Tails.
Run program.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Really? Of all the times to be occupying A, you decide to do it now? Are you crazy? There's not much I can do about that right now. Go away. Seriously. Bugger off. I hate those enemies. They're so cheap.
System alert.
What you can't do with them is find a way. They don't seem to stick around. That's what I'll do. Right, okay. Can I attack him? How do you attack him? He drops into the shell every time. How do you attack that enemy?
System area. Initiate debug program.
That's fine. I'll get to the cannon's core when I can. But the problem is this chow enemy. Now he dies. I don't know what I did, but now he's dead. I don't know how I did it. I don't care. He's gone. What?
System alert. System alert. The intruder has breached.
That's really frustrating. The moment that I get reaching it switches mode, so you're suddenly in full free platforming mode. Having had you using your camera all the way down, some kind of warning would have been nice. Again, another example, cheat death. I hate cheat deaths. I can't stand it when they give you a cheat death. It is the most annoying thing in the world. When you die for a cheap reason. Because the whole mechanic here is that when you're on this platform, you spin around to be able to like get out. See there how it's got the clamp on.
Okay.
And it didn't make it clear the clamp had come clear. Otherwise, with the platforms, I've got to try and trust it to this. So, yes, it was interesting the fact that it does the Sonic and an OK thing straight afterwards, yeah. I'll let go for you to shoot, why don't you shoot him? Going to make sure that he did that. I was not in the position to mess around that time. I wanted to take him down. Ah, I see. I think what you got to do is jump on that and then activate the time platform. Yeah. Like that. I don't think it's supposed to go over the top, but it doesn't really matter. Fine. Oh, what the hell? Ah, I see. supposed to get out? Oh, I just have to keep shooting with missiles. That makes sense. I was wondering why I wasn't getting through. I'm like, why am I not getting through? Well, what's going on? And then it hit me. I was just having to use missiles. Oh, God. Right. They are so cheap. How am I supposed to kill them? Your power's only going down because that enemy is so fucking cheap. That is the cheapest enemy in the game. How are you supposed to kill it? Once again, cheap enemies. That's fine. I'll do as well. We're okay with that. That's fine. Also, I've not seen any checkpoints so far for these. I've not seen a single checkpoint. And that is not really reasonable, in my opinion. Seriously, you can't possibly kill them without taking a load of damage. Because all they do is hide in the shell. There's nothing you can do. It is so cheap. I've got a major problem with cheap enemies. I can do this all fucking day, mate. I'm not going over there. I'm not going over there. We're at a stalemate. It's impossible. It's impossible to kill them. You can't kill them. Because they wouldn't attack me long enough to leave the shields out. They wouldn't attack me long enough. They wouldn't attack me from long range, so there's no way you could possibly get around them. And the other enemy, the Chaos ripoff, it never comes out of its shell. So there's nothing you can do. I hate cheap enemies like that. It's not the roadblocks. They're not fun. They're not fun to play. I don't mind the challenge, but what I hate is when the enemy just doesn't do anything. It's like here, how you by the time you've got a lock on, you've already been rinsed about 4 times. See what I mean? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? There is literally no way through. There is nothing I can do. So yes, that's it. This is a game over, guys. sorry to say, but this is game over. Because there's literally fuck all I can do. I need to kill these guards to progress, and you can't. They won't attack me. See, okay, here we go. Controller. Just to prove that they're not going to do anything. Just to prove it. Here's my controller. Just to prove it, I'm not putting any inputs in. This is just to prove that there's no way to progress. Because they're not attacking me, and they're not going to drop the shields. There's nothing you can do. And no, there isn't a way to aim at the feet. You can't. Because you can only control your laser in a straight line. You can't control it at a different height. You can't do that. The game doesn't allow you to. And even if you get close. So what I mean. There's no way to do it. There's no way to progress.
Story select.
I just wanted to prove that. I just accidentally cut over aiming. I didn't mean to. And it pushed you back to the very start, I think. I didn't realise Amy was the one who's going to be talking, or I didn't want to listen to him, Robotnik. So there's a reason to fail again.
System alert.
Right, forget it. If it's reset me to the start of Tales of Stage, we're putting it on the head for tonight. I'm not trying it. We're at 3 hours, and I'm getting really annoyed by cheap deaths. I'm getting it's cheap, it's not balanced, and the fact there's no checkpoints is unrealistic. We don't know how it's going to take, so that's where we're going to knock it on the head for tonight. Now, we're going to be back on the Saturday, but I'm actually going to be joined by my fellow guest, Nerdy Hound. We're going to be taking a break from Sonic Adventure. We're going to go back to try and carry on our playthrough of Perfect Dark Zero. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pick up that game. We're going to see if we can get any closer. From what I remember last time, we were in a jungle somewhere, I think, and I was in control of some random soldier, and that's about it, to be honest. So, it's been a long time since we've played it. We're going back to that, and we may have something more to display as well. But until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And once again, poor camera, poor controls, poor layout, poor execution. And Finn. There we go.